Yeah! So, arpeggios. You know, you hear about them in shred, guitar, blah, 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 blah. You got like 3-year-old guys on YouTube just going, you know, doing all that crazy stuff that, you know, whatever. It's awesome if you can do it. Shred on. But today, let's try to take those mysterious arpeggio things and try to make them a little more musical. So we're going to take typical shapes, break it up a little bit. See if we can create, like, you know, a more melodic, usable arpeggio. So, as always, you out there and you can learn guitar land, you Martitians, Martians, whatever we all are. Click the links, go to Marty's songs, check out all of his stuff, guitarjams.com, tons of killer stuff. So, let's get to this. Alright, so let's take a more typical shape of an arpeggio, like this. We'll do an A major. Right, we'll come back right into that A major chord. So, if some of you out there aren't familiar with that, or this seems a little advanced to you, it's really not that big of a deal. Arpeggios are just the notes of a specific chord played separately. So, you know, you can do, right? That can be an arpeggio, whatever. Typically, arpeggios are more of that kind of shred thing. So let's take this basic shape. We're going to go on the low E string, and we're going to go on fret 5, and we're going to have a big reach to fret 9. Alright, so that's the first. Now, also, a lot of arpeggios are swept. They're sweep picking, so that means you're just going all down in a row, all back up, like in a sweeping motion. You're sweeping the guitar neck of dust. Alright, so we got, or you can, so that I just picked down and up, but you can also hammer on. And then we're gonna, the sweep part is gonna be 7 and 7 on the A and the D. Then we're going to go to 6 on the G. And then we're going to go 5 and 5 on the B and E. So all together we got. And then I'm going to hammer on with my pinky to the 9th fret of the high E. And then I'm going to slide up to the 12th fret. So all together we got. And then I'm going to pull off to the 9th fret of the E again. Then I'm going to go to the 10th fret of the B. 9th fret of the G. Right? So all together we have. Now I'm going to take that G note and I'm going to slide down to the 7th fret, 6th fret, and I'm going to bend it a half step. So again. And then I'm going to go back, kind of in the way we started from, and I'm going to go down to 7 and 7 on the D and the A. Now I'm going to go to 5 on the A, 4 on the A, little bend right there, and then I'm going to slide from 2 and 4, and then go right back into that A chord, which is 2nd fret, D, and G. So we got. The second part's going to be 7 and 7 on the D and A. We're going to bend down right there. So we got 7, 5, and 4 with a half bend on the A string. And then I'm going to slide from 2 to 4 on the A. And then. right? So all together we got. Right? So instead of just going, right? Which you can hear all the time on YouTube, just straight up and down arpeggios, which are really cool if used properly. You know, a quick little way to get from one spot to another or whatever. But what I'm going to try to do in this lesson is slide with them around, you know, so you're taking that basic shape and rather than going up and down, maybe sliding into it in other ways so we can access different parts of the neck and then incorporate maybe some string skipping and stuff like that to make it maybe a little more musical. Alright, so let's try another one. Alright, so what we're going to do on that one is we're going to do an expanded shape where we're going up the neck with the same notes. Kind of going to be familiar with what we just did here in this shape. Right? But then we're going to add some string sliding and some string skipping. And then we're going to end up in the A down here. Right? So you got an A chord right there. So what you can do is think of this D shape, right, that you're all familiar with in an open position, and this same shape, this whole D chord actually looks like this, right? That's the whole D chord. Now if this is our root note and we slid this all the way up here to A, we're gonna have another A chord up here. So that's what we're doing. We're taking that D position part of it, right, where the A is right here. And what we're going to do is we're going to make that our ending point. So, all together, we got 5 to 9, and then we're going to go to 7 on the A string. So we got. Now we're going to have another big stretch. 7 on the D. 11 on the D, and then we're going to go into that D shape. So that's just 9, 10, 9. So we got G, B, E. And then we're going to go backwards. So that's pull off from the 12th fret to the 10th fret to the 9th fret. So all together we got. Okay, now we're going to go to the 10th fret B, 9th fret G, and then we're going to pull off and slide. So we're going to pull off from the 11th fret to the 9th fret, and then slide down to the 7th fret there. So we got pull off 9, or pull off to 9 I should say, from 11. And then we're going to slide down to the 7th fret of the D string. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my 3rd finger down and slide back from 9 to 11. And then skip over a string to the B string and hit 10. So we're resolving on that A note out of that A chord. Right? So all together really slowly. Right, so that's another way you can slide and use a bigger position, right? So instead of going you're going up the neck. Right? So you're using the same notes, but you're just using different hand positions and shapes to go further up the fretboard and access a chord up here rather than resolving here or down to here, right? So we're hitting all the same notes, but we're just traveling around the fretboard in different ways. So that's another version. Now you can also do, just straight out of an A arpeggio up here as well. So let's explore something we can do in this position. So there's another, same little A arpeggio right there, and we're going to do some of the things that we've already just done, but we're going to, mix it up and do it a little bit different. So what we're going to do here is we're going to start at 10, hammer on to 12, and then pull off from 12, 10 to 9. And then go back up that A chord like we've been doing. So we got a little overbend there. Woohoo! It always sounds good to overbend on a lesson. All right. So anyways, let's try that again. So we got... So that's the pull off. And then you're to 10th fret on the B, 9th fret on the G, and then we're going to half bend on the G, 11, bending up so it sounds like the 12th and pulling off. And then what we're going to do is go to the D string and slide from 11 to 12 and then catch that 9th fret, G again. So all together we got... What we're going to do now is we're going to slide from 10 to 11 on the D and then catch the 10th fret on the B to resolve back into that A. So we got... So, you can chain those all together and get from here to here, back down to here. If you just take those riffs that we've learned and, get used to where all those slides are, where those string skipping, parts are. I mean, there's millions of ways you can do it. That right there is another one. So you can go from this A on the D, which is the 7th fret. And then you can go 6, 7, 9 on the G, 5, 7, 9 on the high E. So we got... Add a little tap in there. So that would just be the 12th fret and then pull it back to backwards. Pull to backwards. And then go backwards from there. Alright, so... Right, so that's another version of an arpeggio that's not swept, but it's string skipping. So, take all those different ideas and apply them. Of course, we're in A, the key of A, because again, it is awesome. And, once you learn it in a position like A, move it up to D, and then G sharp, and then move it all over the place. So when you're jamming, not every song is going to be an A, although it should be. No, but anyways, get used to moving it all around. Oftentimes when you play with keyboarders, I'm just having a hard time talking tonight. keyboard players, they'll play in flat keys and all sorts of other keys to where if you've only memorized one position, you're in big trouble. So anyways, take all that info and move it all around the neck. And have a good time. Remember, hello in there. I don't have a beanie on tonight. So anyways, Martians, rock on. Make Marty proud. I know I am proud of all you guys. And Marty, because he rocks. All right, catch you next time.